guys, welcome to the Maker's Notebook podcast number 51. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Stacy.
And we're a podcast about knitting, crocheting, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of, what do you call it? Project life keeping.
I know, but we never have time to show any of those things.
Yeah.
Other things.
But it translates into our life like that because knitting dominates so much.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But I still do like memory keeping.
I do too.
Every day.
Oh, you do?
Well,
oh man,
I do document my everyday in my Hobonichi because it's a daily format. So I do document something, even if it's a gratitude, right?
Right.
Because I have a gratitude buddy, and I have never met her officially. She lives up north somewhere, and we exchange daily gratitudes for the most part, daily.
Oh, nice.
And if I don't have something for a day in my memory keeping setup, I just put that in there. What I wrote to her, I just copy it into there.
There you go. I just take pictures and I am so behind. My pictures are in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up to September 1st, but my pictures are in.
Yeah.
But the journaling and the embellishments.
Yeah.
I'm in April.
I think you don't, as long as you have the pictures in.
And the journaling.
Yeah. And embellishments
I'm in there.
is, neither here nor there. So.
Yeah, I know, but it just makes it so fun when you look back.
Make it
right?
Fun. Yeah.
But anyway, we're about that. But mainly about knitting because knitting is my passion right now. I love it.
Yeah.
It's the thing that keeps me sane, I think, and something to look forward to. So I'm sure you guys who are watching this feel the same way, else you won't be watching.
Yeah, because you'd be like, knitting? I don't knit, so I'm going to watch them. I think only our family would do that.
Right? Right.
And I don't even think they do that.
Yeah. But I love talking about knitting. I love meeting new people who knit. Looking at projects, suggestions, inspirations, techniques, tutorials, anything about knitting. You got me.
Yeah.
So, but you can find out information on Ravelry and Instagram down below. So, So we're coming back again on this nice, crisp fall morning. It's not crisp and fall like up north crisp and fall, but it's a southern crisp and fall.
Yeah, things are slowly beginning to change the colors, and it's kind of the sun is like I think some clouds are hiding the sun, so we might come out a little darker here.
Yeah,
hopefully I can fix that in processing. I don't know. I'll try it. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's too dark.
Yeah, but I'm so happy I get to wear my knitwear. That's all that matters.
Me too.
Well, talk about what you're wearing.
Yeah. So I'm wearing the Rift by Jacqueline C. Slack, and I was trying to remember because I think I knit this like I don't know a while back, maybe not a year, maybe a year ago or less.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm looking here at my notes because I don't really remember how I made this. But the yarn is hard sewn fiber, 70-30 merino hemp. It's a sport weight, and she doesn't sell this particular yarn anymore. I got these last two skeins on her sale last year, I believe, when she had a sale.
Mm-hmm.
It's I didn't knit crop. I usually knit things and I'll post a video here. I knit things to like 12 inches. That seems to be my, happy place. It's a bottom up construction. I'm looking at my notes here. I went for short sleeve. I don't like long sleeves too much. Actually, I was telling Tracy that I put this on without this white top to podcast today, and I didn't. I guess because it's going to be what, 70 degrees today. And so it's a bit not that warm out. It's not that cold
outside. It's nice when you need something, but you don't need anything heavy.
Yeah. And so this was feeling a little, I wonder if it's something is feeling itchy to me. So I put this white tee on and it feels so much better. feels really good. But the yarn doesn't feel itchy. It feels really good. So I don't know. But I like the color. It's like this gray, light grayish looking color.
Yes.
And it has a split high-low hem that was done in twisted rib, which is really pretty cool. And yeah, it doesn't call for a lot of yarn. I mean, you could knit it. I mean, she has it cropped, and Jacqueline cropped things look really good on her.
Yes.
But for me, I don't think cropped things will look good on me. So I did not knit it cropped. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up my yeah, so the color is called Full Moon, and I used 2 skeins of yarn, and I really love it. I love wearing layers, because this climate, and then living in California, the day will start off cool, or the nights will be cold, and then daytime is warm. So having layers is important for these changing seasons, and yeah, I really love how it came out.
So is it top down?
It's bottom.
Bottom up, sorry. And then what's the detail on the side here? That's what made me think of something else. I like that detail.
Yeah. So she's talking about this detail here. Yeah. So I knit the size 44-inch, which who knows if it's real, but it's fitting me properly. So
that's all that matters.
Yeah, and so you knit bottom up. 3 needle bind off, and then you pick up to work the little cuff, the ribbing here. And apparently, I'm looking at her pictures, Jackie's pictures, and you can wear it like, I mean, I see she has it on like this on the back, so you could turn it around and wear it that way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And there's German short rows in here, and it's a V-neck.
So would you say it's an easy pattern, or would you say it's like beginner friendly, or advanced beginner, or intermediate?
Oh my gosh, if I'm remembering correctly, it wasn't. I didn't find it like too complex.
Okay.
No, it's nice. I would knit another one, honestly. Yeah, I
have so many projects that I'll say, I'll knit another one. It's sitting there, I'm like, I need to knit another one.
Yeah, I would knit another one, but I like her. I like this.
It has a nice little drape to it.
Situation. So
yeah, it has a nice little drape to it. So it's nice. Is it the hemp, you think?
Probably. Yeah.
And it looks really good. Oh, bummer she's not selling it no more. Maybe it wasn't going as fast.
I think it was the price point.
Okay.
I think it was it was a little pricier than her regular yarns, so maybe that's why. Because as you start getting up there in prices,
yeah, kind of hard.
But I mean, for this particular project, 2 skeins is all you need. Well, for me anyway, and that wasn't bad.
Okay.
And then what about you?
I'm wearing my favorite, my outline Raglan pullover. I've worn this before, I think a month or so ago when we came back from the trip, and I showed you guys. It's this perfect transition weather pullover, so comfortable. I want to knit another one, and I got to get the yarn.
We need to get like Stephanie. Stephanie at Edible Thoughts Makes. I love that she knits the thing, and then she knits it again and again with different with modifications.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes,
and man, yeah, she's always inspiring.
Yes, always. And her color.
She's
oh my gosh.
But I think she went to school for that stuff. So
did she?
Color theory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm like, that explains it.
Yeah, seriously. But this is the outline Raglan, and the yarn I use is the Queensland Collection Savannah, and the color is Embers, and I used about 4 skeins, about 3.5, close to 4. And this, I don't know if you guys remember the last podcast Stacy talked about. She made the tee, and hers was a little big on her, but mine, because you can see, this is a top-down Raglan style pullover, and it has the drop stitches detail. going in the raglan and then coming down at an angle down here, down to the bottom. And it's let me tell you, no ribbon. No ribbon. And I love it. No ribbon. Only thing I would make differently next time, maybe I might size down the sweater and make it a tiny bit longer. Not too long, but just maybe go like 3 to 5 rows longer.
Yeah.
But other than that, I love it. This was a very easy knit, and I highly recommend it for even like a beginner, because I don't think it's that complex. I use a size 6 needle, and I love the shape of it. That's what I'm attracted to, and obviously the little mini design right here, the drop stitch. Yeah. And that's it. And then no ribbon. That was the draw for me. So yeah, I highly recommend, guys. And this yarn is cotton, I believe, cotton, and it feels so good against the skin. Nice. It's so comfy. So yeah.
Yeah, so for my outline tee, I decided I'm going to rip it out.
Ooh.
And redo it.
Okay.
Ooh. But
more knitting for you, which is a good thing.
I watched a viewer, Nana and Papa. I think I'll put her link there, and she talks about gauge, and that even though the pattern has its gauge, you know, your gauge will be a look. You should just try to look at your gauge on the yarn and then try to determine the size. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but it was an interesting way to look at it. So with that, I want to segue into FOs only because it talks about the gauge thing.
Okay.
So are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready because I don't have any FOs, guys. I'm just here for the FOs and to
we don't have much actually. So I have an FO and I have whips, but they haven't progressed because I've been focusing on this FO. So it's the mini mock neck tank, and I wanted to wear it, but I soaked and blocked it last night. So
it's damp.
It's still a little
nice.
So I use the knitting for Olive, and while I'm talking about it, I'll try to post a video of me showing you it, wearing it. I use the knitting for Olive silk. See if I have the tag.
Pure silk?
Yeah. Pure silk. There's a tag. And it's the color is powder. And it has, it's 50 grams per skein. It's considered a fingering weight yarn. And I used 2 of these. For the size, for the small size, I knitted. And I knitted to 12 inches. It's not even cropped. And I was able to get out of it 2 skeins.
Nice.
So I initially, when I swatched for it, watching Nana and Papa's a vlog about gauge, and I looked at my gauge swatch and it wasn't matching.
Right.
Let me see, what did I write? Yeah, the pattern calls for 24 stitches, 28 rows for 4 inches. And I was getting, and that's with a size 4 needle. I ended up sizing down the needle to size 3s, and I was getting blocked 32 stitches, 32 rows, 24 stitches. So my row gauge was a little more. So, but I feel like my stitch gauge was all over the place because 1 minute it's 24 and I counted again and it's like 28. I don't know.
Happened to me, yeah.
It's so kind of confusing.
We're humans though, so it's gonna be like that.
It's gonna be inconsistent.
Yeah.
So I decided to throw it into ChatGPT, OpenAI, and I said, okay, this is the pattern gauge, right? 24 stitches and 28 rows equal 4 inches. Right? And I'm getting whatever 28 stitches and 36 rows,
And
whatever.
this is with the needle she recommends.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, with the US 3.
What's her needle?
US 4s.
Oh, okay.
So I asked it, and it told me what to cast on, what size, because I was going to initially cast on a medium. And it told me that I need to cast on, I believe, the number of stitches that's in between a small and medium.
Okay.
If I have that correctly.
Okay.
It's either that or between an extra small and small. So I decided to go with the small. So you see, guys, this is how AI is going to help us figure these things out without doing the math.
I know, because sometimes I can't wrap my brain around the math, and I love math. And it's just like, wait, huh? Oh, wait, no.
Yeah.
So.
And I did the math. Okay. I mean, yeah. So, but yeah. So AI told me to cast on between 100. It told me to cast on 178 stitches. And when I looked at it, that's closer to the side of small.
Okay.
So I cast it on a small. I tried it on, and as you'll see me wearing it, it's perfect. And I envision wearing this with like so many things.
She got me wanting to knit one now. I can't wait.
Perfect for this weather here to layer. I wear this in the winter, honestly.
Yes. So I got this plaid shirt that, I mean, I like plaid, but I was always resistant to it with shirts because I didn't. But anyway, shoes make the difference. But anyway, that under the plaid shirt looks so good.
This under a plaid shirt, or you can wear it
with
with
cute sneakers.
A shirt underneath it.
Yes.
Like, I see so much potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you could dress it up, dress it down. Sneakers, nice shoes, whatever, right?
So this top is top down. And you use a bunch of use short rows and all of that, and then once you get to the armpit, you increase, and then you keep knitting, and it's fingering weight, so it takes forever on a US 3. And then you do the ribbing, and then you bind off using what's the technique? Let me see. I used the 1x1 tubular bind off in the round.
Okay.
And she cautioned us that it's not stretchy, so you have to be conscious of when you're binding off, of not pulling too tight.
Okay.
I decided to do it because she said the other option was just to do a regular bind off. I decided to do the fancy 1x1 tubular bind off.
Okay.
And it was, once you get it going, it was pretty memorizable. But look, I mean, I think it looks
phenomenal.
Yeah. And the same thing for the neck. It's a little hard. So if you knit this and you do that, just make sure that you're not pulling too tight, because you can have problems with it going over your
neck.
Your head.
Yeah.
This, because it doesn't stretch that much. But I love this, and I want to knit more.
Yes.
I know we're late to the party, as usual. Yeah. So anyway, the size 30 small, which is for a 32-inch bust, which this pattern calls for negative 4.5 to 6.5 ease, and one skein of yarn will get you here, and I use 2 of that knitting for olive.
Yeah, I like that knitting for olive.
Pure silk.
Yeah.
And it feels really good. Like I could totally wear this on my skin and it not bother me.
Yes.
It feels really good. Really smooth and delicious.
Yes.
Next to skin. Perfect.
Yes. I love knitting for olive. Every time I go to the yarn store, I pick up just one skein. I don't need it. I just pick it up just to have it.
I just want to build a stash.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm looking to do, build a stash. And if I see something, I come across something, a lot of the patterns out there that call for this yarn, they pair it with something else, usually with mohair. I'm not a mohair girl, so maybe I'll pair it with something else. Maybe save up my money and get the silk. Is it the silk merino? Which one?
Oh, the cashmere?
The cashmere silk.
Yeah, the cashmere. So the way I knit this is that I feel like I can, well, I can't show you here, but you could wear it tucked into your pants, like in front of it. I like the little tuck.
Yes.
So I'm getting away, like I don't want my shirts too long, but I also don't want it too short.
Correct.
Like showing my stomach.
Yes.
But it should like just line up just perfectly.
Yeah.
So.
Yes.
So that's my info. More to come, but so many patterns I want to repeat knit.
Oh my gosh, me too. I just want to get the yarn though. I need to get the yarn.
But I'm not going to talk about whips only because you have whips to talk about.
Not really. I mean, I have stuff I'm working on. I've been working solely on, for the most part, I'll say 95% of my time I've been working on this test knit for Alicia Plum, and other 10% of the time I've been working on the ripple bralette for my daughter, and I'm not making headway at all.
It's because it's
small needles and fingering weight yarn, and it's a rib.
Yeah.
But when my daughter's learning to drive, right? So when she's driving, now I'm at the point where she's driving. I don't know, in other states you have to drive a certain amount of hours before you can get your license. But anyway, we're more than past the halfway point of the amount of hours she needs, which is a total of 60 hours. But anyway, now she's driving back and forth to school with me in the front seat. Now I could, for the most part, knit, but I can't have my head down the entire time. You know, you can knit a few rows and know what you're doing and look around, make sure watching.
Yeah.
This is what I do in the meantime. So, yeah. But I don't really have any whips because I've been working on that test knit. And once the pattern is out, I can gladly show you. But all I can say is that it's coming out nicely. I'm very happy with it. And it's a cardigan. And I just have the sleeves to go. And that's it. I'm done.
Yeah. I cheated and I looked at Tracy's test knit. And I immediately went back to my yarn shop and ordered just now online the same yarn she's using.
It looks so good.
Because I'm like, I need this in my life.
It is. It's so nice. And I'm using Woolfolk straw. Woolfolk straw.
Can you show the color of it?
Yeah.
Because I could see it paired with this. Yes.
So this is the yarn.
Can you show it bundled up like that?
Yeah.
So just fold it. Yeah, just fold it and put it to the top. See?
Doesn't that look good together?
The colors, I'm like,
juicy and just so simple. I mean, this is my color palette.
So I went and I ordered the same color. I don't care.
I don't care either. So she went and got it. So she's going to make a short sleeve once it comes out.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a fun knit. Learning one or two different techniques. It's not ground breaking techniques.
Yeah.
Such as like the easy sewn something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So what we're going to talk about, I'm going to talk about, and I don't know how many you have, but at least five things. It's a longer list, but I picked 5 things I want to share with you that I want to add to my wardrobe this winter. Fall, winter, but probably more winter because we were in fall.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want to knit is Smokeshow by Thea Coleman, and it's a cabled vest with a button band and a V-neck color with cables all over. And I talked about this pattern last episode, so I'm saying it again because I really love it. And the pattern is with MKAL, and it's exclusive to them until December. So as soon as that comes out, I'm going to knit that. It's worsted weight yarn, and for my size, I would knit like the 40.5 finished bust circumference, and I'll need like 700 yards of worsted weight. But the sizes are all inclusive. Pretty wide range from 37 1/4 inches to 66 inches finished. So it's a bottom up one piece that includes the button bands. The body is separated into 3 pieces at armholes, and then is continued upwards towards the shoulders. And then once the shoulders are complete, button bands are worked further in strips, and then the shoulders are seamed, and these strips are sewn down along the neckline and grafted together at center back neck. Sounds intense, but I'm up for the challenge. And then the stitches around the armholes are picked up last and worked in the round in ribbing. Vests are in style.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but I was loving vests even before it became in style. Since last year, I've been wanting to knit vests.
Yeah, we knit one together, the Perec vest by Orlean Suchi. Remember that one?
Yeah,
that one is nice.
So I want to knit more. But Amy sure has a child vest also for children. And I put on my Instagram, I'm like, I love this vest and I hope she comes out with one for adults because I would totally wear it. So that's that one. And the yarn I'm thinking of using is the Harrisville designs in like nightshades or day. I think that'll be perfect for that project.
Okay.
What about you?
So I have so many things I want to knit, y'all. Oh my gosh. So I too want to knit a vest because it's a perfect transition weather piece. And I want to expand my wardrobe, right? So I have one vest right now, and I have yet to wear it. I need to find something to go underneath it, but I want to have more. And so I want to do the vest number 2, spring edition by My Favorite Things. Her designs are just classic lines, simple color, more neutral tones, which is what I love. It speaks more to me. And the yarn she's using is a DK weight yarn. But she's using it knitting for Olive merino held with mohair, silk mohair. And I'm not a mohair. I'm not a mohair girl.
I mean, I have couple mohair pieces, but I only wear those when it's like I have to be outside, like at my son's baseball games, and it's like 40 degrees out.
Right. And even then still, it's like, I don't like how it feels against my skin. But then again, knitting for Olive might be different. I don't know. But when I look at the pictures online, it doesn't look like it has that halo on it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you guys knit,
have you guys used?
Have you used it? Does it have that mohair halo like thing that's an itchy thing for me? I'm like Stacy. I'm very sensitive in that sense. I don't like anything itchy.
And the reason why is because part of the reason with the itchy factor, and people in the comments have said that is because you have to wear it when it's cold here. Yes. And it doesn't get that cold here. Yeah. So it doesn't make sense for us to have like a pile full of mohair pieces. Right. Because
we won't wear it.
January, February is when it's cold here, and that's a big maybe. It's probably like a couple days out of those months.
In the 50s. It's in the 50s here, right?
So it doesn't make sense for us.
I have a sweater with mohair in it, and I don't ever wear it because it's just too itchy, right? Yeah. But anyway, she's it calls for size 7 needles, and the gauge is 19 stitches over 25 rows, and over 4 inches of stockinette. Knowing me, I probably wouldn't hit gauge. I don't know. It just depends on the yarn I get. Yeah. So I got to look for a yarn. I'm probably gonna look for like a DK weight yarn and go from there. Yeah. I know.
But you can use Knitting for Olive, the fingering,
and pair it with something else.
And the other Knitting for Olive yarn, which is this one, is lace.
So you pull the two together?
Yeah.
It's trying to find the colors to match it, right? Because we will stand.
But that could be an expensive feat too. So
yeah. Well, would it come up the same price as the DK weight if you buy it from like a indie dyer, like Miss Babs or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
but go to Wool & Co. I like them because you could sort by DK. Yes. And it can
sand, the one that Petite Knit uses,
sandless garn.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
That might be a viable option.
Yeah.
But I might think of that.
Yeah.
To use that in the DK weight, and so this way I don't have to pair it with mohair and see. Would it affect my gauge is the question though? You know, would it come out like what the pattern would she call for is the question?
Yeah.
That's my only concern.
And Pearl Soho, you could probably search to see if they have anything. But a yarn store carries Woolfolk, so I don't know.
There's that option too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
that. Feels good next to skin.
Woolfolk. Yeah, it does. It does.
Because I made something with it. One of Amy Sher's. It's a tee, and I love.
I like.
I should make a tank out of that.
You should.
Like another mini mock.
You should. You should. Those are great staple pieces to have in your closet, I think.
Yeah.
Because you'll probably be reaching for that many times, and if you have several other neutral colors, it'll work for you. It'll be nice, I think. Especially like for me, it's like a couple cardigans I want to knit, and it will go great with them.
Yeah.
So you know, I'll talk more about it as we get further on. I'm dropping my knitting.
Okay. So for me, the second item I would love to add to my closet is this one, Gemini Jumper by This Bird Knits. And this is knitted with worsted weight yarn. And you can do it, you can have a main color and a contrast into a stripe effect. Or you can do it one color, and then you'll just see all the beautiful textures. Her size ranges are pretty vast. It goes from 41 inches to 70 and a quarter inches, and that includes the 5 to 10 inches of ease. Mm-hmm. And for me, I would knit the size 41, where I would need 920 yards. Mm-hmm. The body is worked in the round from the bottom up, and then at the underarm, the front and backs are separated and then worked flat. After shoulder and neck shaping, the shoulder seams are joined and sewn together, and then the stitches are picked up around the armhole opening for the sleeves, which knit in the round down to the cuff. Which, I would knit that one long sleeve as well, because, I mean, especially if I find the right yarn, like, that's not itchy or anything, I would totally, This Bird Knits, she has a couple patterns. I would like to knit another one I would like to knit eventually, but definitely for this winter coming up. And you know, guys, I want to try knitting with Knit Picks Wool of the Andes.
Oh, I heard about those. Everybody talks so highly about that one.
I'm willing to try that for this project, for the worst Gemini Jumper. Maybe use that, or even I'm dying for a tweed project. Right? So maybe tweed? I have to think about that. Yeah, like a tweed all one color one.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah. So I'm leaning towards knit picks for this project.
So you see, like I have yarn in my little mini stash. I have yarn, and it's like trying to find projects to go with those yarns. It's kind of hard versus if you have a project in mind and you go get that yarn.
Yeah.
And I think I'm gonna lean towards that model. Stacy does that now, but it's like trying to use up stuff, and
I do have a lot of variegated yarn, a lot, and that's why I'm leaning towards the Penguano and you know, those kind of like where you can use a bunch of different colors.
Right.
And I see Vera Valimaki. Jeez, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly or saying it correctly. But she has a new pattern out, and it's a sweater that is knit in stripes with different colors. So that looks nice too. The thing is, if it's highly variegated, I don't know. But something that's more tonal with a little speckling would be perfect for a project like that. But yeah, I'm trying to use what I have. I put all my summer knitting on pause. Okay. So that's why my outline tee is over there. I gotta frog it, and I'll cast it back on for next spring. Next spring, and I have some summer yarns that you gave me. Right. And I'm going to also plan projects for those to start in the next spring. Okay. End of winter, spring. Okay. So. Okay. Do you have another one?
I do. It's called the Olivia by Julie Walsenberger. It's a vest as well. So the last vest I talked about, the vest number 2 about my favorite things, that's a V-neck, right? I like the V-neck vests. Those look really cute. But this one is more of it's a vest, but it's I don't know how.
I'll post a picture of it, so don't worry.
So this is a round neck. This is a V-neck vest, and it's using sport weight yarn. I have sport weight yarn in my stash, but it's the color. It's more of a rusty gold yellow. I got it from the what's her name? Lady Ann. What's it called again? What's Lady Ann?
Hand-dyed Diva.
Yeah. I got this from her a little while ago and I want to use it up, and I think this will be a good way, but I don't want something that bright. I want something more muted. I don't know. I'm still trying bantering back and forth on that. But anyway, it's a top down, and what it is that so the front of it has the design has stockinette on the sides, and then this, I don't want to say it's a ribbon, this detail like a cord in this, next to it, and then in the center you can do bubbles, or you can do, I think it's these yarn overs that creates these holes and I think I like the holes instead of the bubbles, even though the bubbles look nice on the sample that the person, the designer knitted. When I look at other people's own, I don't like the look of it, and I don't want mine to look like that, so I like the holes itself instead. I mean, I could change my mind, but I like the look of it, and it has ribbon on the bottom, and it's called for size 6 needles for the body, and then size 5 for the ribbon, and it's another vest, and I want to do a vest. And no sleeves. Come on. I mean, I guess I could put sleeves on if I want to, because it looks like you can if you want to, but so that's what I have.
Okay. The third item, I have 5 altogether.
Oh, I only have 3 right now.
Okay. Atrium by Yamagara Knits. It's using fingering weight yarn. Her size ranges from 32.75 inch bust all the way to 54.75. It's a vest pull over with a grid pattern with options for sleeveless, short sleeves, and elbow length. I like the grid situation going on. It's so pretty. The construction is that it's a pullover that's knitted in the round from the top down, and the yoke has German short rows with increases along the shoulders. The front and back are then worked flat separately to create arm openings, and then joined in the round to work to the hem. The instructions are written for 3 sleeve options, which I just mentioned, and there's this vertical line in the grid pattern, which is pretty cool. You should look it up. Atrium. By Yamagara. And then the unique thing about this pattern, it has crochet. It involves some crochet. So these crochet chain stitches are worked along the columns of the grid using a method which she demonstrates in a video that she includes with the pattern.
Oh, okay.
It's an option, so you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And then the neck opening is wide and is considered stretchable. And so all sizes begin with the same number of stitches for the neckband.
Oh, okay.
And then when you're finishing the width of the neck opening, you can adjust it with this crochet finishing as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, so I would knit the 38.25 inch size, and I would probably do the elbow length, and it calls for 2 colors, and I would probably need 1,050 of fingering for the main color, and then 225 for the contrast. I have yarn I can probably use for that here. So that's my third project I would love to knit.
I would like to knit the CALIX. Is it CALIX? Did I say it right?
I want to knit that too.
Cardigan
by Orlane Suchi, and we talked about it last episode.
Yes. Hers is called for DK weight yarn, and it's a it looks like it has details going down the sleeves, like a cable going down the sleeves, and then a cable going on the side of the cardigan. And it looks like if I read it correctly, It's a top down. Because she says it's a comfortable cardigan with a relaxed fit, a rather deep V-neck, and beautiful tailoring details. Sounds nice to me. It has cables reappear discreetly at the front after the V-neck, making this cardigan special without any overwhelming cables. It's worked seamlessly from the top down. Sleeves are knitted in the round. Collar and front bands are picked up and worked in garter stitch with optional buttonholes. Guys, this sweater is so cute. It has the grandpa vibes, yet young, hip look.
Yeah, I want to knit that.
So this person had knitted theirs. I'm gonna have Stacy flash this picture. It's like a neutral color, and it just the yarn, everything. I'm looking for this particular yarn.
Which yarn is that?
I forgot. I have it. I have the screen up at home on my computer. Illama, I can't remember. It's ILLM something. They have some yarn shops here in North Carolina that sell this yarn. I want to say it's in Blowing Rock. Yeah, a yarn shop up there that sells this particular yarn. I'm like, we're supposed
to Blowing Rock. We're so far from here.
No, we're supposed to go leaf peeping in a couple weeks. I don't know if we'll make it in time or not because the leaves are starting to change really fast. But we're supposed to go leaf peeping and kind of go up near Blowing Rock, and I was thinking of stopping there too.
Okay, well, make sure and invite us with you because we will go.
Yes, but this yarn is so pretty, and it's like I want to get that yarn. But that sweater, because it just looks amazing. Yeah, amazing. So
nice. I'll flash the name of the yarn here.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's what I have on my list. I stopped knitting so many cardigans only because of the ribbon on the band. Yeah. But it's like the thing that I like, but I don't like a lot to work on is the thing I need to work on. Does that make sense? The thing I don't like to work on is because it's not fun. Always it's like a little, I don't ever pick up enough stitches. Sometimes I pick up too many and sometimes I don't pick up enough.
Yeah, that pick up every two.
Yeah.
Pick up two every three and this kind of thing.
Yeah, and I struggle with that. Not so much in the middle, is on the end. Because then the end, it
doesn't work out, right?
It looks like a little curve going in either direction if you pick up too much or too little. And no matter how hard I try, I struggle with that.
You have to do a couple passes at that to get it just right. Okay, so the last two I have is The Building Blocks Drop by Amy Sher. And I saw Stephanie's Edible Thoughts version. She modified it, made it cropped and this gray, like this color gray yarn. And it's so beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, I love this so much. And she was like, yes, I could see you loving this. But anyway, it's worsted weight. And she used Pearl Soho yarn, which, it's beautiful. The size, Amy Sher usually has like a broad size range from 38.5 inch bust to 79 inches. So it's, I would knit the 43.25 inch and I would just need like 900 yards of worsted. And it's a drop shoulder construction, worked bottom up in the round and then split for the front and back. And then the front and back is worked separately, and then you do a 3 needle bind off. Of course, it all includes shaping and that kind of thing. There's a vest or there's a full length view, so that's good. It gives you, her patterns are so versatile. You could knit like a few versions and it not all look the same. She in the pattern has options for pockets, high-low split hem, and so on. And so I think I definitely want to add that to my wardrobe this year. Right. And then the last thing, and guys, we've been sleeping.
Yes, we have. We're coming late to the party as usual.
Late to the party. And you guys, there were a few that was knit for our summer cal.
Yes.
And I was like, what have I done?
Yes.
And then
had us all looking it up.
Yeah. So Tolsta Tee by Rebecca Cloud. Yes. We were under a rock. And the thing about I bought the pattern. And the thing about I was just flabbergasted. I was like, She's phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
I watched a podcast of Vila on YouTube. I watched it the other day, and the pattern, guys, includes DK instructions. It was originally written for DK yarn, but this wonderful human being included instructions for fingering weight.
Wow.
So it's a versatile. It makes it, you can knit so many versions. You can knit hundreds of this stuff.
Well, we did see some different variations from maybe one or two people. One person knitted two different variations of it. And it's just like, wow, amazing.
Yeah. And in her pattern, this is so much bang for your buck. Like, it's a good deal. She includes an extra document with how you can customize your Tolsta. Wow. So I'm like, it's not you have, I mean, you can look at other people and see what they did, but I mean, you can just start with her and knit like at least 5-6 versions just off the bat. Anyway, pretty size inclusive, 31 inches to 66 inches plus. So I think that's pretty a good range. So if you use DK weight, if I use DK, I would need only 583 yards. And then if I use fingering, I will only need like 670.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what I have 2 skeins of this and that here and there. I could totally use it. And, you could knit it with, I see versions with the eyelets. I see versions without. You could do stripes.
Eyelets are nice.
You could just do so many. You could use cotton yarn for summer. You could use wool for winter. I mean, yeah, I bought the pattern. I was like, wow, I got all of this. Because some designers, they split it out, fingering and DK. So for her to include it all in one pattern, it's like, wow, that's
very generous.
Very generous of her.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our 8 things we want to knit.
I do want to knit that tank though.
Which one?
The one. That's on my list next.
Oh, I'm gonna knit another one. I'm gonna.
That's definitely on my list.
So I feverishly put everything else on hold so I can finish this.
Yeah.
Right. But now that I finish it and ChatGPT did me right, I can confidently cast on more without swatching.
Yeah, that's the best, right?
And carry on.
Yeah.
So I plan to always have one of these on the needles.
Yes.
It'll just be much slower. And you probably won't see it. I mean, you might see when I'm like middle progress and then FO, but I wouldn't keep showing it all the time.
Right.
Because, it's just going to be my like sidebar knitting. We did cast on for the Stephen West show and the initial version. And, there was a lot of controversy around about, starting or frogging and this and that. Right. And I was going to modify my colors so they didn't look, because I did like the look of the thing, but I do understand what it stands for, and what some people can interpret it to be. And so I was going to change up the colors so it didn't look too much like that. So then I watched his video last night, his YouTube about it. And man, he put himself out there.
Right.
That's what vulnerability is.
Right.
And man, he reached my heart, and I was like, Stephen, I stand with you.
Right.
And I am going to start over.
Yeah.
And do it the way he intended it. Because, we show you guys our stuff, and we also don't want to show you something that could be triggering or...
We're not on that side.
Yeah. So I respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see it. But that doesn't mean other people didn't see it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to...
So we pivoted.
Yeah, we pivoted. And so Katuska, also, all 3 of us cast it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, we talked about it, and we talked about his video.
Right.
And, he just wants to put the thing in a hole. I get that. You don't want anything that, you know, that correlates with his name and this thing.
Right.
Like, I see that he doesn't want that.
Yeah, and he's not that type of person either. He would not stand for that either. So
no, I could tell he's all about let's get along, let's love each other.
And this is knitting. Let's include everybody and let's move forward. Yeah.
We don't. I'm sure I wouldn't want something like that to be associated with my design.
Correct.
And so I would implore. I would try to get everybody to kind of, let's start over.
Right.
And even it's a mystery. So even if one of the testers realized this, we would have never known, right? And he would have pivoted before the pattern came out anyway. So I think the pattern is still going to be fabulous. It's Stephen. Mean, it will be fabulous.
Yeah.
And so,
so I didn't, I didn't get that far, but I got, I'll say about 30% in, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, I'm just gonna, cut it off and then start over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably start this weekend because it's like, it was looking nice. It's coming together nicely. But then, like Stacy said, we don't want to be on that side, right? So I'm gonna cast on again and see. But I was joking with Stacy saying that my colors look like summer, a starburst, sorbet, whatever. Hers look like spring.
And then Katuska's, which Katuska is at between these stitches on Instagram.
Right.
Hers look like
candy corn.
They look so pretty.
It's like candy corn.
But I can show you mine, what I have right now. Okay, so if you don't want to see it, but I'm pretty sure everybody's seen it by now.
Fast forward.
Ready? Oh, on 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So this is what I have so far, and I've added my 4th. So yeah, I'll keep rolling with it, and looking forward to the next clue. There's no rush, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm just going to have fun with it, and it's meditative.
It is.
The fabric is beautiful. I'm using Hearts on Fiber.
Yes. And
she helped us put together the color combos, and yeah, it's very bright, and I look forward to, even winter. Yeah. Brightening up a dull winter day, these colors would be perfect.
Oh yeah.
So this is what I'm working on next.
Because you did say accessorizing with brighter colors is a thing.
Yeah, it makes you lifts you up and stuff. And plus, his shawls are usually so big. I would use them as a blanket, honestly. Schlanket.
Yeah. What's the name from another knitting pod? Lena. Mm-hmm. She said that his pieces are like pieces of artwork that she just drapes it around her house or wherever, right? If she will wear it here and there, but she said it's so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
So this is my first time doing his CAL. I've never done it because I've been intimidated by some of his stuff, because I don't think like I was there yet to appreciate it, and it looks so like hard, but it's not.
No, it's just like any other project that has a little complexity. Take it. What
impressed me is that, I've knit his other shawls of his, right? But never did the CAL. And what impressed me is that he has tutorials to go with them.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not, you have some designers who put out patterns and you're like scratching your head at some of the, what you're trying to understand or interpret what they're saying. Yeah. Whereas with him, he has it on there. This is what you do, right?
Completely beginner friendly.
Yeah, completely. So I appreciate that about it, and for him to go through,
I feel bad. I felt bad.
Pivoting with his design, but it just goes to show how smart he is when it comes to designs. For him to pivot that fast to create something, right? That says a lot. So he knows his work. He knows his stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
guys. Yeah. We do have our box of socks.
Yeah.
But we'll just show you guys real quickly because it's not like we can. First of all, we're our hair. And
yeah, but
I know you guys don't care. But it's so many socks. Tracy only brought a subset of what she has, but I have all of mine.
She's gonna have to wait while it's done.
Yeah. That's fine. So
This is just some of what I have that fits in my box. This is the box of socks that I have that I keep in my office, but the others, all the other socks I've knitted, they're in a drawer at home, and the drawer is stuffed and overflowing.
You should send me a video of it.
I should. Okay. So this is it. There's a dozen socks in here.
12?
12. I was trying to stuff it in. I can't put it in nicely anymore because it's just too many.
Yeah.
So I need to get a bigger box. So, sorry.
I'll show you mine on the floor. It's too much to show.
Oh, hers is wrapped so neatly.
So that's this one. I don't
How
even
many?
know. I haven't counted, honestly. And they're double layers. Like,
yeah. Oh, there's more at the bottom?
Oh, is there? No, actually, they're not.
About to say, oh my gosh, how you got that to fit?
But that's nothing, okay? Because I still have these two I recently did that I need to put somewhere.
I can give these as gifts too, you know. So it's just that they're my size.
And then look,
holy Toledo! Okay, I'm not that
so
bad.
I'm not doing the Christmas Eve cast.
Yeah, I'm not either.
This year,
I have a lot of socks.
I know, and then we'll see Danny comes out with or something, and then I'm gonna be like, I need that.
I'm looking for yarn.
I need that. So we talk, you know,
A big talk,
and
then look for yarn,
and then yeah. But too many guys, but you get the idea, right?
You guys are in the same boat, aren't you?
So
unless you're so good that you don't knit like a bunch of socks just because.
That we don't wear.
So like this is a Christmas sock, all right, from Christmas Eve cast on.
Yeah.
It looks too pretty to wear.
Okay, if it's cold, I'll wear them. But no, you can wear them in. No, I don't like hot feet. I don't wear them in the summer.
No,
but in the winter for sure. I know we're so wasteful.
I'm doing better, guys. I'm doing better. I like working on socks because it's a great way to practice my sock knitting.
This is my first set of socks, and
oh wow,
is this the blueberry waffle?
It could be. It looked like it.
But this is from some yarn from.
Is that Patterns?
I want to say it's Patterns.
It looks like Patterns,
and it's kind of big, 64 stitches.
Oh wow!
So it like that I wouldn't wear, right?
Yeah,
because it's gonna be swimming on my feet. But then some yarns, they're just naturally stretchy. Like I stopped knitting with them actually for socks. Is Knit Picks fingering.
All right.
It's too, I don't know. It's too flimsy for me. I don't know what it is. They're perfect. I think their fingering is perfect for like garments.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as for socks, it's like for me, it's slipping and sliding all over the place on my feet. It's swimming around.
Okay.
So I wouldn't use that for socks anymore. But for hats, mitts, scarves, garments, yeah, sure. And then
did you ever do the DK one by Tiffany Lynn? I forgot the name of this pattern. DK socks is a great knit because it goes so DK fast socks compared to like fingering weight socks.
I'm pretty sure I've knitted that.
I'm pretty sure you have. She's looking at her stash.
Like this is this DK?
That's DK.
But is this Tiff or is this whole?
That is Tiff.
Okay.
I see the zigzag, zig-o-zag.
The zig-o-zag.
Yeah. I have that one.
Uh-huh.
I use scraps for that, and I don't know what I washed it with, and it's like very yellowish now.
Mm-hmm.
I love how it looks. I love how it feels. I just don't like the yellow tint.
The other yarn I don't really like for socks is Malabrigo.
Why?
I like Malabrigo for
sweaters.
Anything else.
Okay.
Shawls, hats.
Mm-hmm.
But socks, not really. Yeah. Too slippery.
You know what I suck at? Color work knitting for socks.
Oh.
That ain't my thing.
This? Who did this one? I love this. This yarn feels so good. It's DK.
That's nice. Is that what you call it?
Is this Hohi?
No.
It's either Hohi or
what's
Tiff.
No, what's the name? No,
it's not them?
No, I think I'm doing it and I still have it on the needles.
Oh, you do?
It's the Simply Ribbed socks or no? You didn't do that?
Oh God, I can't see.
Simply Ribbed socks? Oh, I have to find a picture, sorry.
I
did that. I never finished it.
This one is nice too. I can't. why haven't I worn it? What's wrong with me?
What is wrong with you?
So beautiful. I was gifted this pattern. And this is, I didn't have any problem with the color work. Yeah. That's definitely DK. It's nice and chunky.
So nice.
This one is Hohi because I've knitted a few of these. And I love it.
This one is Hohi as well.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know if it was the yarn. I just didn't like the color work because I had too many those jarred lines on it.
I love shorty socks.
Yeah, I love shorty socks too.
Like, I keep knitting those because I just love them so much.
They're quick and easy.
Like, look at this, how cute.
I have a set. I have a bunch at home, but I have a set I'm working on right now, and it's been sitting there on the needles for a long time.
Oh my God.
This is
I gotta take pictures of some of these, because I don't think I have them on my Ravelry. Yeah. Anyway, guys, we could go on and on to the break of dawn with this. so many socks.
So many.
See, little shorty. Why haven't I been wearing these? So nice.
Soft striping socks. I love soft striping socks. Look at that one.
Oh no. So many socks.
Guys, let's see what we have. A box of socks.
Too many.
Got a whole drawer full at home too.
Anyway, we could go on. You guys got to come over for coffee or tea, and we can
talk about socks.
Go through. So anyway, yeah, that's all we have. Hopefully we'll have more. We would have casted on one of those fancy projects we've spoken about. Because I really try to only talk, this time I really try to talk about what I really, really want to cast on.
Yeah.
So, hopefully I can get one of those casted on and to show you guys. And we would have, I have my Ziggy and my triangle wrap that I'm working on. I should finish it actually by next time. And my Soho wrap. I love it, but I'm rethinking my colors.
Why? They're too bright?
No, I'm rethinking the position of them.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm like, So anyway, knitter's problems. So yeah, that's all I have.
That's all I have.
Yeah, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Bye.